Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit the like button, hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get this thing started. Your enemies are wasting all of their time and energy just to bring you down because they have nothing else better to do. A lot of people who tend to bother others are simply bored and they have nothing else better to do. And they make it other people's fault. It's not your fault that they don't have anything else to do. But sometimes people will dislike you for how you use your mind. I'm going to say that one more time. Sometimes people will dislike you for how you use your mind. If they are able to use their mind in a way to benefit themselves, like the way you use yours, then you may create some enemies. Sometimes people don't like to see other people creatively take nothing and turn it into something. And if you use your creative ability, that's just what you'll be able to do. Create something out of nothing. That's true wisdom. That's true alchemy. That's true belief right there. That's allowing Jesus to live through you by taking nothing and turning it into something. All right, when Jesus fed those people, and when Yahweh Shai fed those people, right? And he multiplied the loaves of bread and the loaves of fish, right? He made a lot of people into believers that day because he lifted up the fish that the disciples, the saints, had given him, and they didn't have as much faith as him. And they said, how are we going to feed all these people? And he took that fish and those loaves of bread, he took nothing and turned it into something. And that is a message from the Most High that we will always have enough. All right, we will always have enough. And that's why these enemies are so angry, because they see you always with a level of surplus. They see you always having an increase and an abundance, all right, of everything that a person is supposed to have in life. They see you with an abundance of joy, an abundance of money, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of finances, an abundance of wealth. It's a lot of good things they see happening to you in your life. It might even be spiritually, but people can sense a person who is doing well financially based off of how they act. That person is usually not complaining. That person is usually happy, feeling good, don't look too worried, and don't look like they're missing any bills. All right, so even though enemies are trying to bring you down, they're wasting their time and their energy. They could be doing something much more greater, but they don't know how to use their mind. They're not tapped into the creator. They're tapped into their demonic energy. They're trying to use their demonic energy to get them where they need to go, but they don't have any creativity. The devil can't create anything. All they're going to create is some pain and some animosity and some frustration in somebody else's life if that person lets them. So you have to not let these people bring you down, even though they have nothing else better to do. They may have nothing else better to do, but guess who does? You do. So you can't get consumed by negative people's behavior. They are trying to bring you down. Yes, they are. They're trying to bring you down because they see you flying high. They see you winning. It's about time for you to win. It's about time for you to get some W's. All right. The enemy doesn't want you to get those W's. They want you to not have any points on the scoreboard of life. And it's always going to be some tit for tat behavior between you and them. So it's best to not even engage. Let them waste their time. Let them waste their energy, all right? It's them who are going to have the downfall because of how they're choosing to live their life. They don't have anything else better to do. It shows. Everybody sees it. Everybody can tell. But that sounds like a personal problem. When people don't have anything else better to do, it's like someone being mad at someone for not giving them the test scores. Ring a bell? These are the same people who were getting mad at other people for not giving them the test scores. And of course, there were some cool people that may have gotten mad because they weren't giving them the test scores, but they were like, okay, forget you then. Probably said something worse than that, but it is what it is. You didn't try to destroy this person's life because they didn't do what you wanted. You were just unhappy about it and kept it moving. Probably with a little extra spice added to it. All right? Ask God to forgive you. He saw it. But anyway, your enemies are wasting their precious time and they will never get it back. But the thing is, they don't even know it's precious. That's how sad this situation is. They're unaware of what they're doing. This is why God says they don't know what they're doing. They don't know that they're wasting their time. They don't know they're barking up the wrong tree. They don't know that your angels are protecting you and putting up a spiritual electrical shock fence around you. So when they come up and test you, they're gonna get shocked. They're gonna get the shell shock. All right, it's the shell shock, and I'm telling you, they have some time to waste. They don't have anything else to do. They don't prioritize goals. They don't prioritize their gifts, their talents. They are only prioritizing the negative energy that they possess. All right, there are a lot of females that are attracted to negative energy. A lot of people are attracted to negative, toxic energy. So you'll have people who think that they can get through life behaving like this because they think it's cool. They think it's cool to bring down other people because there are a lot of people who feel this way, and these are the non-achievers. These are the non-believers wanting to rain on somebody else's parade or basically mentally jump somebody into being afraid to either be themselves or go after their goal or want to succeed. These are the same people in school that would be mad at somebody for doing good or wanting to succeed or wanting to graduate. All right, these people don't really evolve much. They carry the same attitude that they had in high school to their job throughout the rest of their life. Some people stay in 13th grade until they pass away. All right, that's why they're wasting all their time and energy. They have exuded their energy a long time ago. That's what a lot of people dealing with them don't realize. They don't have any. It's all gone. And they're only going to keep making it worse. They're trying to get adrenaline by bothering people, controlling people, picking at people. They want a sense of adrenaline, right? Because they don't have anything else better to do. They don't have something that tells them to go be creative or to go learn or to go study or go be smart. They just want to behave in a way that works for them. They see that they can get things from this type of toxic behavior. They see that the world is operating in a toxic way and they say, hey, why change? Why behave any differently? They see a market for people like themselves and they see someone that's the opposite as a weakness. If someone's not bringing other people down, they see you as weak. If somebody is supporting other people or wanting to be successful or wanting to do better in life, they see that as weak. Oh, what are you studying for? What are you reading for? What do you want to learn for? What do you want to be better for? What do you want to do more for? What do you want to educate yourself for? What do you need more money for? You got to get away from people that feel like that. What do you need more money for? What do you need education for? You don't want to end up like them. That's why. Wasting their time with nothing else better to do. And it's sad. Like when you will find yourself trying to bring other people down if you give up on your dreams. It's the worst thing you could do. When you as a positive person get low to when you start behaving in a way that you're like, oh my God, I just did something that I wouldn't want done to myself. I just behaved to someone that is out of my character. That doesn't validate me at all. That's when you know you need a change, and you either been hanging around the wrong people or allowing them to influence you, or been holding on to some negative toxicity that you need to let go of, because you don't want to end up like them. Not having a goal or a dream leaves a person open to have no self-esteem. And when people have no self-esteem, all right, they have low confidence, and their idea about themselves is less than dirt. You don't want to have a bad idea about yourself, because it will cause you to behave in a way towards people that is not good. People that don't know how to behave to other people usually don't treat themselves right, and as a result they can't treat anybody else right. This is why your enemies act the way they do. They try to bring other people down because that's all their mindset is full of, is just put downs. Somebody put them down, and now they're looking for other people to put down. It's just a revolve. It's just a perpetuation of negativity. This is all they know, and you can't really fault them for it. Some of them, but I mean, it's not your fault that they're not aware to not behave like this, and they're at a disadvantage and they don't even know it. People who are really blessed that go through things don't continue on acting in a way that in a way that doles out treatment that they received. Like people who've been through something, they're not going to act in a way that's going to put somebody else through their experience. People will want to put you through their experience because of what they've been through. And they people often do that a lot. And it happens all over the place. Happens at jobs, happens in places you wouldn't even think of, like church. It could happen anywhere. All right. But just don't let it happen to you. All because someone has nothing else better to do. They need to be creative. They need to find something to do with their mind. And that's where it all begins, with how you use your mind. People will use their mind based off of their own personal belief. If a person doesn't think they could do much, then they're not going to be able to do much with their mind, are they? Because they're going to be closing off all these opportunities. They're going to be closing off all these ideas. They're going to have a lack of belief in themselves. They're not going to see themselves being able to do much. When a person doesn't see themselves doing much, it's because they're not thinking too highly of themselves. People that go out and create things and invent things, they go out and they do the most. They go out and invent. All right. If a person has an idea about themselves, they're usually going to act out on that idea. If you have an attitude, you're usually going to act out on that attitude. When you check these types of people, they usually got a piss poor attitude about life and everything else. And that's why they're enemies to other people, is because they're enemies to themselves. And you don't be an enemy to yourself by allowing them to be an enemy to you. When you allow your enemies to be an enemy to you, you are being an enemy to yourself. All right. They can't bring you down unless you put yourself down first. They can't bring you down unless you put yourself down first. And that's a win for them. That's something that they would love to do. They would love to stop your flow of positivity. They see how certain people operate. They know who's negative and who's not. Why you think they try to play with you like they do? They know who to target and who not, because other people just won't give. They won't have the energy to give it to them. It wouldn't be worth their time to bother certain people because they see they're not up to jack diddly squat. They see they're not up to anything. The person that knows how to use their mind is going to be the richest, is going to be the most successful, is going to be the most happiest. People who know how to use their mind, they know how to be happy. People who know how to be creative, they not only do they know how to create an object or a product, they know how to create happiness for themselves. People that know how to create more than just one thing: happiness. They know how to create joy, health. They probably know how to create income. The more you know how to make use of your time and energy, the less bitter you're going to be. And people who make use of their time and energy, they have a lot of things to do. They have so many things to do. They got too much to do. They definitely don't have time to be an enemy to themselves or anybody else. So these people are bored. And you have to pity them for that. They're bored. They don't have anything else to do. God, I pray that they become occupied. Ask God to give them a hobby. Ask God to give them a passion. Ask God to give them a love, a girlfriend, boyfriend, something. Ask God for them to be preoccupied, too busy to deal with you. That way they could waste their time in another way that doesn't warrant them trying to waste it by getting on your nerves or bothering you. Because that's their main objective, is to get on your nerves, is to bother you, to turn you into something that gives them something to do. See, they have nothing else better to do, and they want you to be that something. They want you to give them something to do. They want to turn you, bothering you, into something to do. And once you look at that, it's just like, it's not, you don't look at it so much as something to take personal. This person's just bored. They're looking for a person that they can deal with in such a way. And they may have you targeted, but it's still the same thing if they have you targeted, whether they're just an airhead or whether they're, a target, whether they're targeting you. They still don't have anything else to do, and you pity them just the same. This person is bored, lonely. This person probably ain't got no money. God forbid. Lord, let this person, and me included, get some money, so that way we could both do some positive things in our lives. I mean, it's pathetic. All that time wasted. People waste years that they won't get back. Not us. We're not going to look at our life, and we're not going to allow them to bring us down into their pit of despair and waste our life with them. They want somebody to love. We all need somebody to love. They want somebody to love, even if it's somebody that hates them. This person probably doesn't have too many interactions with people throughout the day. They don't care if a narcissist doesn't care if it's positive or negative. They just want an interaction with somebody. Yep, somebody knows I exist. That is a sad way to live. And once they realize, which they probably won't, once they realize what they've done to themselves, it'll be too late. And you don't want to be right there with them. They want people to get upset with what they do. They want lifelong victims. They want people to victimize themselves. They want people to complain, become self-righteous. They want people to take up a large ego because of something's happening to them. They want people to feel all important. It's a like these people will do a number on you if you let them. All right, so they want to bring you down, and they want you to throw away your life with them by either retaliating, by either complaining, all right, by either going tit for tat with them. They love that. They looking for somebody to play with. This is why going tit for tat with them doesn't make sense. They want somebody to play with. They want somebody to acknowledge the stuff they're doing. They know it's bad. They know it's wrong. But the thing is, a person like this doesn't care. They know that they're an enemy to other people, and they take pride in that and get enjoyment from that because they have nothing else to do, and it gives them something to do. This gives them a sense of meaning. You living, doing something positive, living your dream, going out chilling in the woods, chilling at the beach, doing things you love to do and enjoy. That gives you a sense of meaning. Maybe writing some poetry, giving a speech, creating some clothes, or making some music, hitting the drum machine up. Maybe shout out to the producer squad. Producer squad. Shout out to the producer squad. Maybe your beats hit so hard, you done knock them into to next week, and they upset because they can't make a hot track like you can. I don't know, but they're wasting their time. It's better for them to find something to do. If they want to try to get back at you, maybe they should go become successful, compete with you that way. They want to try to compete with you. They should try to go be better than you or something. At least they'll have something to do. Excuse the fireworks in the background. You might hear some, but making your enemies non-existent to you is going to keep you from wasting your time. They want to waste their time, and they want to waste the time of the people that they are infecting with their attitude. A lot of people's attitude is infectious. Attitudes are infectious. People can motivate you. People can make you feel good. People can tell you something to get your gears going, put a tiger in your tank, make you want to go out and go be great. Or people could tell you something that could make you want to go out and go be fake, or go out and go hate, go out and go be a reprobate. But it's all about getting you to suffer the way they are. If they can't use their mind, they don't want anybody else to. If they're not smart enough to educate themselves out of a situation, or to learn how to get out of a situation, they're not going to want anybody else to. And on top of that, they're going to try to be your enemy. Them being your enemy does nothing to you anymore. Them being your enemy is only causing themselves problems. They're only cursing themselves by coming up against you. Let them curse themselves. Let them see themselves as a opposition. Gotta take care of them. God's gonna give them something to do, and it sucks because they're gonna end up being miserable and unhappy for the rest of their life. But at least it doesn't suck for us. Don't choose to go down the same route as them. Leave them be. All right, leave them to their old little nasty, funky, old stank attitude. Leave them to it. Let them have that. It's all they got. A lot of these people, their little nasty attitude is all they got. Bringing people down is all they got. So you just pity people. I've seen people handle situations like this before, and I wondered how they do it. Oh, that's just this person. Now I see how they do it, and I can finally say I'm in the club. That's just so and so, because I'm not letting that fool stop my paper. I'm not letting that fool get me out of character and bring me down and get me upset. And now I'm the one that's mad too. No. See, people who hate their life are slick at getting other people to be mad and hate their life too. Don't you let them do it to you. Don't you allow them to make you hate your life. Don't allow them to make you suck eggs because they suck at eggs, and their life isn't what they want it to be. Boom! Yeah, that was a big one. There's gonna be some fireworks in this video, but that's all good. It just adds to the element because this is spiritual warfare here, and the best way to fight is by living your life and continuing to work towards peace and happiness for yourself, and exiting out of bad, negative, toxic situations because you have something else better to do, and you know how to use your time because you don't waste it. You know time's not to be wasted, especially on going tit for tat with quote unquote enemies. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. We have now destroyed enemies in our mind. All right. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button. All right. If you care button, and continue to destroy these enemies one day at a time, one thought at a time. Salute. We out.